Okay, so you want to get bad at Geometry Dash. I have just the thing. Now, it obviously helps if you have never played the game before, but even if you're beating hard demons like 9 circles, or maybe even higher than that, this tutorial can still help you out. Because I have a few tips that will have you going from extreme demons to 2 stars in no time. And the first and most important tip is obviously never use practice mode. What are you doing? Good players like to learn levels from the end backwards. This lets them reinforce their skill at the end as they relearn new parts, which is something that playing from zero doesn't do. So be sure never to do this, and always play levels from zero. Practice mode and start positions are the best thing by far to get good at the game, so be sure never to use them. Never play difficult levels. You can only get better at something if you're challenging yourself outside of your skill range, so if you want to get bad, just only play easy levels, and on top of this, only play levels that you've already beaten. This will stop you from learning new skills and techniques. If you want to play difficult levels, well, be sure to pick the hardest ones you can possibly find. I'm talking jumping the main list demons like Slaughterhouse and Tidal Wave, because these levels, while they are out of your skill range, are so far beyond it that throwing yourself at the level is not going to let you learn anything. If you want to get bad at GD, just make sure that you stay to either extreme. Only play really easy levels so that you never learn anything new, or play really hard levels so you also never learn anything new. Your equipment can also help you get bad at the game. Now in 2.1, the previous update, it was easier because you can just play on 60 Hz or lower your FPS as much as you wanted, and that would make you worse. Now with the physics update, your frame rate matters less. But you can still be sure to play on mobile or touchscreen and never install CBF under any circumstances because it makes the game much more fair and enjoyable. Another less obvious tip is to pick one game mode or skill and only play levels with that game mode. For example, if you want to play like Ship, then play levels like Bloodbath or Ada or I don't know any other ship levels. But staying to one skill will make it so that if you switch to any other level around that skill range, it will be immediately harder because you haven't practiced that. And while we're on the topic of which levels you should play, always be sure to only play short levels, because the main skill in Geometry Dash is perseverance and endurance, and by playing short levels, you're never building those up at all. Being a challenge player is good at making you bad at the game, but hard challenges do improve your skill, and that's not what we want, so only play easy challenges. And if it's easy, I don't know how it's a challenge. The point is, you want to play short, easy levels. And the last tip is a bit less obvious, but if you can't beat a level in a single session, you should just give up. If you start a level during a session, you should only beat it during that session. Studies have shown that reinforcing your knowledge over time is how you improve best, so be sure to do something once and never again. To recap, never use practice mode or start positions, never play difficult levels, and if you play difficult levels, pick the hardest levels in the game. And if you can't beat a level in one session, you should just give up and move on to something else. Play on the lowest FPS that you can, or on mobile. Play the shortest levels you can possibly find, and pick one skill and only play levels that focus on that skill. And these are just a few tips that can get you started on your journey from beating extreme demons or insane demons or hard demons and get you back down to beating stuff like 2 stars and 3 stars. If your goal was to get good at the game, you can just rewatch this and do the opposite. Now, if you want to watch tutorials that make you better at the game, be sure to subscribe, because I make